You're locked into the Womanora Crush Wednesday podcast, the only weekly podcast inspiring, educating, motivating 1 million women entrepreneurs one Wednesday at a time. The WCW podcast is fueled by the Purpose Formula: passion plus purpose plus profit equals success. And here are your hosts, Jen and Modi.
Hey crushes, we're back. It's another Wednesday and it's Crush Tip Wednesday. You are listening to episode 35 of the Womanora Crush Wednesday podcast. We are so happy to be back for another episode in this top of the new year. Today, what we want to talk about with you guys is how to level up for success. Leveling up was kind of a trending topic and catchy thing to say, I would say, like in the end of 2016. And I think leveling up is very important for not even just business, but it could go in every area of your life: spiritual, physical, exercise, business, personal development. I mean, leveling up, I think, is important in all areas. So you may be thinking to yourself, what do we mean leveling up? Leveling up is just, to me, it means just achieving something that's bigger tomorrow than what you thought was capable of accomplishing today. So it's just rising up and leveling up to achieve a big goal, let's say, a big goal that you're currently trying to conquer or accomplish.
I believe I am taking this as wiring into your daily practice. And, at the end of the day, we all know that consistency is the mother of mastery, basically. Being consistent with whatever you do is what will help you attain the goal that you're trying to attain, basically. But I would honestly say, if we're talking about leveling up, for success, we're talking about waking up early. Waking up early, figuring out what you're going to do with your day. You can start off with an exercise. You can start off with a prayer. You can start off with taking a shower. You can start with something. But for what I'm basically trying to say is the way we begin each day, it sets up the way we begin our life forever, every day. Every day that you wake up, you want to start something new. You wake up, especially us creative ones, we wake up with a new idea, or we wake up with a new zeal in mind, like, we want to do that. We want to do this. And waking up in the morning, early, it really helps you. You're able to, like I said, you can exercise, you can write in your journal and reconnect with the goals that you've been working towards, because like at the end of every year, or maybe in the beginning of the year, like now, a lot of us have vision boards up. Well, our vision boards are for us to look at on a daily basis, right? So if you're writing these things out, it really can help you as far as how your day will go.
I agree. I think that routine is also a part of mastery and leveling up, like Madi was saying. So if your routine is not set and in the beginning of your day, you're all over the place, you're pretty much going to have an all over the place type of day.
Right.
So tip 2, I think, to leveling up is you got to have a certain number of things that you want to do. And that can be a combination of becoming more knowledgeable, increasing the amount of mentors, cheerleaders, people that you can learn from. So just kind of diversifying your circle. and having those people in place. And I think increasing your skill level as well as your knowledge and growing in real world experiences. So I think a combination of those things, they don't have to be done all at one time, but I do think that those are some of the things that can help you to level up, right off the top.
Yes, and to piggyback off of what Jen was saying about daily learning, I definitely believe that taking 60 minutes a day, an hour a day, to just learn something new will not hurt you. And I think it's a routine that a lot of us should get very, very, intel with. We should, do that often. 60 minutes a day to listen to an audiobook, to write a book, to read a book, or to even write in your journal on what you've read or what you've learned on that, particular day. You can even listen to a podcast for 60 minutes. But something that, enhances you as an individual on what you are doing, on what creative task that you may have going on. We just don't wake up and know something. Most of us have to learn everything. And I definitely believe in, daily learning. Something new every day really helps. Tip 3.
Actually, to piggyback off that again, so we're just piggybacking. That's how we do around here. But to piggyback off of that, and my next tip is on-demand learning and making that a practice, similar to what Madi was just saying. I want to use myself as an example. So on-demand learning, what is that? That is more so just using technology and taking what we have to be able to learn something. And that is learning in an hour. That's learning in 30 minutes. That's learning in 5 minutes, 15 minutes. But that is learning right there and then. That's not going to college, getting a degree, waiting till the semester's over, waiting to do this homework, the class is over 3 months from now. No, this is learning every single day, morning or afternoon or night. And to give you an example, for me, on-demand learning is something that I practice every day, whether it be me listening to my podcast that I have saved in my Stitcher app, my top 10 podcasts. And also I have an app called Flipboard, which it's kind of has news and different updates and articles. So I might be on my commute home on a train and I will get into Flipboard and I might could read maybe 3 articles during that trip. And so, boom, I've already learned something. I've already learned maybe 2-3 things in just that little 20-25 minutes. Mm-hmm. So I think on-demand learning is like clutch for leveling up.
When you know more, you achieve more.
Definitely.
And I honestly believe that all masters are always students. When you master something, more than likely you've always been a student. You've always looked at something to learn. Any entrepreneur out there, any strong entrepreneur, anyone that is a successful entrepreneur will tell you that every day they learn something. They learn something new every day. And every day is some kind of task that gives them the opportunity to learn something new. So it's very important to, take the time out for yourself daily, on a daily basis, to learn something new. Like Jen mentioned, you have that app, Flipboard, you get on it, you look at a few articles, boom, you've learned something new. There's Washington Post, there's Yahoo News, there's Google News, there's news everywhere, CNN. With our devices, we're able to get to anything at any time. If you have Wi-Fi, you're able to see exactly what is going on the news at any given time. So, knowledge is power, most especially if it's used.
Definitely. And we are both lovers of learning. We're both like sponges. We often will text each other or use one of the apps that we use, Slack or whatever, to share articles, to share things learned. Hey, go check this out. This is something new I found out about today. It's just like, there's no reason why you cannot. It's so in your face. Like, you can learn things on Instagram. It's just, there's no reason why you cannot go through the day soaking up all of this knowledge, tips, articles, posts, whatever that you can learn from.
Right. Exactly.
So I think we're on tip number 4.
Okay, tip 4.
And which one?
You can go ahead.
Oh, okay. Tip number 4, I have break down your goals into smaller goals and tackle those first. So, I think maybe people can get overwhelmed with leveling up because they might see that big goal like write a book. Okay, then they're going to try to write this whole book in this weekend. But no, you have to break that down into smaller things. The level up part is actually finishing the book. But to get there, you're going to have to write 15 minutes a day for a month or something like that. You're going to have to break it down into smaller goals so that you can then achieve this big goal. And then once you achieve that big goal, then you look back and you look at what you achieved, and then it's easy for you to level up and go to the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. And then, by the time you know it, you're an expert. Like these people that you follow, we follow on Instagram that we feel are experts in their field. It was just goal by goal, step by step. It wasn't like they just got there. So breaking down those goals into smaller goals and tasks, I think is very important for leveling up.
Definitely. Tip number 5, I have time blocking. Having an actual schedule, it shows true values. I believe having it in front of you, having a schedule in front of you. When you have a schedule in front of you, things get done. If you notice, if you put it in front of you and you say, okay, this is what I'm going to do at 9 a.m., this is what I'll do at 10:30 a.m., this is what I'll do at 12, at 1. If you compare it to a day that you wrote nothing down, you'll see how many things you'll get done. Okay? And I believe blocking out time, not just necessarily on your mobile devices, because a lot of us, we put these different, let's be honest. We put these different schedules on our tablets, on our mobile devices, and when it comes up, it pops up, bloop, bloop. You look at it for a second and it's like, all right, I got it, and it just goes away. And sometimes, to be honest, I honestly use my mobile devices for just friendly reminders, more so. I do use it for, scheduling and things like that. Like Jen and I, we do use our, for WCW, we schedule everything. But sometimes it's okay to write it down as well. Okay? A lot of us in these days and time, it's 2017. A lot of people don't walk around with pen and paper anymore. But having a fresh, clean sheet of paper makes you feel good. Okay? And you can write down, you can map it down however you want to, but writing it down, writing the schedule down can really help you level up. It can help you get to the next level. Every day you look at it from what you did from Monday. Like if you start on a Monday and you go from Monday to Friday and you write down exactly what you need to do throughout the day from Monday through Friday, on a Sunday maybe, you'll see how many things you'll get done. You will see how many things you'll get done. You are creative, crushes. Out there, if you're listening to this podcast, more than likely you are a creative soul. And every day you wake up inspired to do something new, something bright. You have a great idea. And do not let those ideas just slip away on these digital devices, y'all. Write it down. Take the time out to write those things down because it helps you. Jen and I, we have an app that we use, Slack, that we put all our information in, but then we also write things down. Most especially if it's very important to us, we write it down. So when we're talking about leveling up, and if you're fearful of, getting to the next level, these are the type of, things that you have to do in order to get yourself to the next level. Waking up early, being consistent, checking on emails, replying to emails, calling people, whatever it takes to get to the next level. This is what we're trying to give to you now.
So I have a quick funny story about writing things down, which is what we were just on. I started the year 2017 with one pen in this house, okay? One pen. Everybody in this house was using the same pen. I currently have a family member, a cousin with me. So 3 adults is sharing one pen, okay, in this house in 2017. And I'm looking around for a pen. I cannot find a pen. Therefore, I could not do my gratitude journal. I could not write in my little vision dream planner that I have. So I had to say, stop the madness today. I stopped at Home Goods. I stopped at Office Depot, got me a couple little 2017 notebook, which I wrote for today's episode, my notes, got me a little journal, and got me just a plain notebook where I can do dreams, visions, all that kind of stuff, plans. Because I was like, this is madness. One pen? Mm-hmm. That means from day one, January 1st to now, I have not been writing things down. And it was like getting to the point where it was driving me crazy. Wow. Anyway.
Yeah, it happens. It happens. It really happens. And it's funny that you say that about a pen, because when you really need a pen, that's when you cannot find a pen. It's just like a penny. When you need that penny, that 99 cents, you need that penny. And it's like, I just had a penny. Like, I swear, you try to tell I just had a penny. Hold on. And you cannot find that penny? It blows.
And then, like, she lying, like, she ain't have no penny.
Yes.
No, but seriously, we are so into, I love my phone. I love technology, my digital devices, whatever. But we are so into them that we can go days, weeks without pens, because a lot of us are so comfortable putting everything into the device that we've left behind, the art of taking notes, writing things down, all these kind of things. So
I'm in the middle of a challenge right now in which we have to write every day from January 1st to today. So I think that's what saved me from having a pen. But I'm a writer anyway. I love to write something down all the time. So I find myself with the pen, and, if my son's around, I'll find a cracked pencil or something, to write with. But I get it. I'm glad. Crushes out there. Let's give a hand to my girl Jen. She got her notebook 2017, and she got her that pen. So now she don't have to worry about it.
Like, this is ridiculous. No pen, one pen. So everybody's like, oh, you seen the pen? You seen the pen? I can't.
Yeah.
So I think we're on number 5, right? Or 6?
Number 6. And I think
okay, tip number 6 I have is do more challenging and harder things, okay? Crushes, if we are not challenging ourselves, and if we're doing everything on easy, we hit the easy button, we're not trying to progress ourselves, we just are in our comfort zone, doing the same things, doing the same things you did from 2016, not leveling up, not trying to move to the next level, not learning new things, not trying to conquer new things, go, off the beaten path, or staying in your comfort zone. That means you're afraid. If you have not tried to come out of your comfort zone, you have not tried to try new things, you're like in a box, you're afraid to to do that new thing. But let me tell you, when you stay inside your comfort zone, nothing grows in a comfort zone. That's a place where nothing grows. That's a place where you stay stagnant when you're inside that comfort zone. So if you're wondering why the same things is happening to you, 2017 started off the same way as 2016. Oh, no new things, no new blessings, no new whatever. It's because you're still doing the same things. Yeah. You're not challenging yourself. You're not doing anything harder. So, that's my tip there, is to challenge yourself daily.
Daily. Every time you write something down, as far as this is what I'll do today, you should challenge yourself to do something. Like when you go to the gym, if you do 400 stairs every day, well, maybe tomorrow you should do 600 stairs. Just something different, something that challenges you. Because when you get to that 400, you like, you're trying to catch that breath, And I know I may be just talking for some of the people. Some people may do more, but, baby steps is okay too. So, taking it one day at a time and also really just challenging yourself, like Jen mentioned here, really can help you get to the next level.
We're everywhere at WCW Podcast Show. And if that does not, for some unfortunate reason, get you to the page, you can just do WCW Podcast. We are the only ones. If you happen to be on iTunes, you're going to have to do Womanore Crush Wednesday, I found. Stitcher, Womanore Crush Wednesday, WCW Podcast, it's definitely going to come up for you. Mm-hmm. Or wherever you find your podcast, we're most likely there. Thank you to everybody that's been leaving us comments on our posts on Instagram and Facebook.
Thank you.
We really appreciate that, as well as Twitter, having conversations with us there. Please be sure that if you like an episode, you're really gaining some gems from the episode, that you will leave us a comment wherever you listen to your podcast on. And that's it, Crushers.
Until the next time.
Thanks for tuning in to the Womanore Crush Wednesday podcast. Be sure to tune in next week for Girl Talk with Jen and Modi, along with some of your favorite business crushes, more exclusive business tips, insights, creative business ideas, and doable action steps to improve your business and help you create your phenomenal life. Sharing is caring. Don't forget to tell a friend to subscribe and stay tuned for a weekly dose of the WCW podcast. Crushing hard on a womanore and want to hear her story on the show? Know a creative woman-owned business that's killing it? Let us know at womanorecrushwednesday@gmail.com.